Welcome to Mimesis, the podcast where life and art imitate each other in all sorts of twisted ways. I'm Sandra Sheriff Zachary.
And I'm Stacey Rourke.
And we are your hosts on this zany adventure.
Hi there.
Hi.
Are you frozen?
Yes. Are
Me
you?
too. I'm frozen.
I mean, it snowed in Florida.
It did. It snowed in Florida. I am wearing 2 robes. You're wearing a blanket. It's so cold.
It's really cold. I know you didn't get snow, did you?
No, we didn't get snow, but I can say yesterday it smelled like snow in the air. Like it had that frosty smell that I have not smelled since the last time I was in Michigan in the wintertime. So I didn't really care for that.
No.
All my outdoor plants, they're dead. They're dead.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. There's no coming back for those.
Yeah. Like my friend lives in northern, over closer to like the Gulf of Mexico, like up. And
which will forever be known as the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah. They're in like the Destin area, and they got 6 inches of snow.
Oh,
they have more snow than we do.
And they don't know what, like, the palm trees are so confused.
Yeah. Thankfully, like, he is from Michigan, so it doesn't bother him. He was kind of happy to see some snow.
Still, 6 inches. That's...
Yeah. New Orleans was completely shut down.
They didn't know what to do.
No. Like,
I saw a lady on TikTok that was talking about how many Mardi Gras beads do you have to put on your tires to drive through snow.
I love that. I love that a lot.
I love that.
Did it work?
I don't think so.
Those would crush.
Yeah, very quickly.
Yeah. So, your book.
Yes, darling Daisy, you got to read it.
I got to read it a few days early, and holy shit. It was so good.
Thank you.
I sobbed because you put me in it.
I did.
I know you didn't kill me off.
I didn't. I didn't kill you off, and I put you in a book, and I did not hide your name well at all. Like, it's pretty obvious.
It's so obvious. Like, it took me a second because I don't expect you to write me in a book. I've never, like, expected it in any of your books you write. And then it was like, oh, wait a second. Wait.
Oh, shit. Did I just make a cameo? I think I just made a cameo.
Yeah.
You did. You made a cameo in this one.
I did. And it was awesome. And the book was just so good. Like, I need another one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, good. I've got the story for another one all worked out, and I'm making myself write the last Octavia Hollows book first, only because the murder mysteries take a lot out of me, because I have to line up all the details. Because first of all, you get somebody who is a Virgo and is obsessive to details, and then you give them a murder mystery, and I have to make sure everything lines up perfectly.
It flowed so well without being too discreet, like I'm going to say this over and over again, but give you no context. Like, you gave enough context that it flowed, and I didn't figure it out until the end. Yeah, I didn't. Like, I had a feeling I knew what was going on because obviously we've talked about the book, you're writing it, but I didn't see it coming.
I love that.
At all.
I love that. And you know what's even cooler is now that you've read it, when we were in the car together on the way back from Dragon Con, and I just said, I gotta do this right now.
Yeah.
That's what was going through my head. Those are all the things that were lining up for me that I was so excited about.
I was wondering why you were so quiet, but I'm okay with it. If I can sit there and be your muse and just sit there and you could write a book, okay.
Well, and every now and then I would have another thing that would come up, and I would have to talk it out until I came, with your suggestions. And wherever my mind was taking me, we would come up with different ideas.
Yeah. But yeah,
Excuse me.
I'm excited about the next Octavia book too. So I'm
That
not going to be
one's gonna
disappointed
be-
with what book comes out first.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry. I think I'm getting a little bit of a chest thing. I will say right now, and I know we're going a little bit long on our preemptive
Intro.
conversation here, but
Yeah.
I'm having a little bit of writer's block right now. Like I took a little bit of time off. Well, I always take a little bit of time off after I finish a book, and then I get back to it. And I need to get back to it. And for some reason, right now, it's really pulling teeth to get it going again. So I got to figure out like how to snap myself out of this because the story is there. I just got to start working on it, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
We know what's going on. The world is on fire.
Yeah,
We're not going to talk about it too much, but
you're right.
your brain is in other places at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
You're
it's
right.
okay.
I think everybody's brain is. We're all kind of up in the air right now, and not really sure what the hell is going on.
Yeah. Yep. So we're just going to take it one day at a time.
That's right.
So
We
that's all
are.
you have to look at.
And in the meantime, we'll find creative outlets
Yep.
to express ourselves and laugh and engage. That being
Gives us a little
said,
more time for
What?
a podcast.
exactly. And that was what I was going to say is with that being said, what are we talking about today?
Well, I found something that I was like, okay, I have to do this. So we talked cocaine bears,
Yes.
and then it was mentioned cocaine sharks.
Yes.
Now we have cocaine godmother.
Cocaine godmother.
Cocaine godmother.
For when your fairy godmother just isn't enough.
She's just going to go ahead and sprinkle a little stuff on there for you.
That's when you call your fairy godmother and she's like, oh shit, you want to do some cocaine about it? I don't know.
We'll do some fairy dust. That's
Some
okay.
fairy dust. Oh, I feel like I've had a few days. I've never done cocaine, but I have a few days that I feel my fairy godmother would be like, I don't know, man. You
I don't know.
want to try something else? Okay. Cocaine
Cocaine-
godmother. What?
Cocaine godmother.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
I'm
Which-
intrigued.
I'm just going to say, like, right off the bat, like, trigger warning from the beginning of this movie.
Okay.
like-
What movie are we talking about?
It's called Cocaine Godmother.
Okay. Okay.
Catherine Zeta-Jones plays the main character,
Okay.
who is, I'm going to butcher her first name, Griselda Blanco.
Okay.
She is the cocaine godmother.
Okay. Wasn't there
Okay.
a series made about this woman too?
Oh, there are so many things made about this woman.
Because I
so
think
many different things.
what is her name from Modern Family? Sophia.
I don't know. I'd never watched that.
Modern Family?
Yeah.
You've watched it with me.
I know, but I've never like sat down and watched it. I've only like caught little bits and pieces. Like I couldn't tell you what anything is about.
Okay. Well, Sophia. I don't know what her last name is. I'm very sorry, but she
She was
played
married to what's his name from True
from
Blood.
Magic Mike. Yeah, Joe.
I went True Blood. You went Magic Mike. Joe Manganiello.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
And
I don't
Sophia was married to him. She was Gloria on Modern Family, and she did a Netflix series about this woman as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
will be honest, when you suggested that you might do this, I started watching that show instead of the movie you're going to talk about.
That's okay, because I mean, it's still. She's still a horrible woman.
Yes.
I mean, just because I watched one thing, it's just
She's
There's
bad
so
no
much.
matter where you watched it.
There are multiple rappers and singers who have wrote her into the songs.
Really?
Yeah. Like Nicki Minaj. I have the list. I don't have it right here. A couple other people too. But that one stuck out to me for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. This lady is psycho.
All right.
And like I said, the movie, it like just bam, right off the bat.
What
Trigger
happens?
warning.
What happened?
I'll tell you right now.
All right, let's talk about it.
Okay. The movie starts in Colombia, where she's from, with her mom pimping her out.
Oh.
So I said it's like bam, starts it right off. She's not gonna have a good life.
No.
Being pimped out. And they never really said what age she was, but I'm guessing she was probably like 10.
Oh.
Yeah. And so she returns to her mom after the scene with this man, and she doesn't return with the money. And so her mom kicks her out and says, you're supposed to have the money first in hand before you do the service. And then she kicked her out.
She was a baby.
Mm-hmm. But
this does not excuse anything that she does in the future, but
no,
the kid.
No, but that's where it sets you up for a horrible life.
Yeah.
So she goes back to the dude's house as a 10-year-old. She grabs his gun and she kills him and takes his money.
Oh, shit.
At 10 years old.
Wow.
That's what I said. It's just, I feel bad for her, but I don't feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad for her then.
Yes. The child that didn't have somebody advocating for them and loving them. I hit my mic so much. I'm sorry.
And not protecting them. So that was her first murder.
Did she go back to her mom after she killed the guy?
It didn't show it.
Okay.
It like cut scene and then went right into her living in New York as an adult.
Okay.
So
I not only hit my mic, I like knocked it sideways. Don't let me touch things ever. Okay, it's crooked. Whatever. We're going with it.
Okay, now cut to when she's older and married and has 3 kids. She was working for Alberto Bravo and was really, really good at making passports.
Okay.
She wants more and more to get out of the slum apartment in New York. So she meets up with Alberto and shows him that she can smuggle drugs. She's like, look, I have drugs on me and you can't even tell. And she's like, I know you, nobody can see me. I look like shit. But I'm like trying to like show, because she had a bra on that she sewed in these packets into the bra and into her girdle and then put them in the heels of her shoes.
For everybody listening at home, you missed this whole like open-armed shimmy thing that Sandra was doing.
Off.
That was a very good description of what happened there, and the dance that went before it was even better.
I'm trying to show the picture because obviously Catherine Zeta-Jones is beautiful.
Yeah, she's stunning.
And so she's like pushing out her tits and like, can you even tell that the bra has drugs in them? It was only flour because she didn't have the drugs because Alberto had the drugs and she just wanted to be a part of it.
Right.
So.
But she was trying to prove her worth.
Yeah. And she goes, we need to use models and not poor people. Because poor people in an airport, they get looks. You use models, they're meant to be there. Yeah. They're traveling for work. Like, this is what we're going to do.
Pretty people privilege.
To her. Yeah. So she hired everybody. She oversaw everything. She watched them make all these bras to put these drugs in and like made sure the girls knew how to act and knew what to do. So crazy. So crazy.
If only she had used her powers for good.
Right.
Imagine what she could have accomplished.
But no, she smuggled cocaine.
Cocaine.
At
least she didn't ingest a stomach full of it like Cocaine Bear.
Right. I mean, she did ingest a lot. Eventually.
Probably.
Eventually, yeah. So when she returned from that scene home, her husband was there. And she ended up kicking him out because he beat her. I don't know for sure if I couldn't find it right if she killed that husband or not, but she is considered Black Widow.
Okay.
I can't
She's
I
killed
couldn't
at
find
least
it.
one of them.
Well, she killed 2
Oh, okay.
of her husbands, but that's where I don't know if it was she killed him too,
Okay.
or if she just kicked him out and whatnot.
She doesn't seem the type that would let somebody beat on her and then just walk away.
Yeah, no. I think he succumbed to some things.
To something.
Yeah. Now, at this point in the movie, after building this empire, she's working with Pablo Escobar.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
Big name.
Uh-huh. That's a big name.
Yeah. She finally moved uptown with her boys when they were teens. They went to the clubs, and there she came across a stunning woman named Carolina. They became an item.
Okay.
Yes. But at this point, Carolina was watching the kids, and she was smuggling some of the drugs. So Carolina told her, "You got to stop. Please stop."
Okay.
She ended
Because
up.
that's your partner and you're worried about them. You don't want them
Yes.
doing the super dangerous shit themselves. Yeah.
Yes. But you didn't know that they were lovers at this point.
Oh,
You
they were
didn't
just
know that
roommates.
Yes. She was just the babysitter.
Oh, the bunny ears babysitter.
Yes. You didn't know until the wedding of her and Alberto that they were an item.
Oh.
Yeah. Instead of having fun with her husband, she was having fun with Carolina.
Did her husband know?
I'm sure he did, but he had a guy with him.
Oh, okay. So this was a lavender marriage. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So her.
Which, by the way, I wouldn't. That's the one kind of marriage I don't think I would be opposed to at this point. A lavender marriage.
I'll be okay with it.
Where do you sign up for those? Can I have one?
Yes. Yeah. You can. Okay. So her 2 youngest boys, they're still in high school. They found out what she was doing. And they said they were done with school and they wanted to help her. And she's like, "No, you have to get an education. You have to get an education." And then they were like, "No, we don't." And proceeded to open a suitcase and show her, "This is what you need to start doing now too." And pulled out a thing, and it was a hollow bottom suitcase.
Oh.
Fake panel in
Yeah.
the suitcase. Like the old style, 70s suitcases that clipped.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They had ideas. They were trying to show her,
Yeah.
basically showing their worth, like what she did when she patted the bras.
Yep. And so she's like, okay. So it became a family business. Okay,
That's
remember,
tragic.
Alberto is her second husband. They moved to Miami because one of the coke houses got raided.
Okay.
One of the people were able to escape, gave her the heads up, they moved. The DEA came and tried to arrest her at the house, but they were gone. And they had moved to Miami.
Slick on her part.
Yeah. And Miami is where everything went crazy. Good for them.
Everything's hotter in Miami.
Yes. So this is where she created her signature move, which was drive-by shootings on motorcycles.
Oh. Like, was she the one driving the motorcycle, or she just liked having that done?
She would have it done.
Okay.
She hired people to do this, but she was like, this is what you're going to do.
I wonder if she had a name for it, like a code that she used when she asked for that particular service.
I didn't catch one in the movie, but
We
that
could
doesn't
make
mean
one.
that she didn't.
She could call for like a road runner.
There you go. So, Griselda, her oldest son had graduated, was going to school. He wasn't in the business until his girlfriend's father made a comment about the family. I think it was like, I don't even want to say it. It was a bad word about Mexican people.
Okay.
And so she put a hit out on him.
Okay.
And she had him killed. And so the son was pissed and became a part of the family business. And he was ruthless and crazy and killed a lot of people for her.
Ugh.
Because he just was like, fuck it.
Ugh.
Like, why not turn her in?
Yeah. Like, if you
I
can't
become a
beat him,
part-
join him. That's kind of what he
Yep.
did. Not the best idea.
Yep.
It
So
just became even more ruthless.
yeah. Mm-hmm. That's so messed up.
There's just generation after generation of abuse that's happening there. That's like cultivating these people into every generation is more toxic than the last.
Yep. Completely.
Mm-hmm.
So she became addicted to cocaine.
Not shocking, considering it was in her bra and probably soaking into her skin. And
Yep. And then she found Alberto cheating on her
with another woman?
with another woman.
Oh, so she didn't care if he did dudes, but she didn't want him
Yep.
doing any other women.
Yep. So she went to the bar that he was at. He went off to the bathroom with this woman. She walked into the bathroom with a silencer and she killed them both.
Oh, shit.
So murdered.
How is she getting away with this?
That's what I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to know the total murders?
How many?
Over 200.
Holy shit.
Like serial killer?
Yeah. If it's more than 3, you're a serial killer. Wow.
But they were never in the same way.
Oh, it doesn't have to be in the same way.
Okay. So yeah, she like...
And by the way, I learned this all from Dexter. I'm not like studying.
So she like killed somebody with a gun. A couple people, different guns, like since she was 10. And then like proceeded to put hits out on tons of people.
Yeah. Because I think you get like drunk on the power of it at that point, you know, that you can just take lives like the snap of a finger.
Mm-hmm. So with Pablo, she was bringing in the movie said 8 million a week. In real life, it was 80 million a month.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh.
80 million a month. So with husband number 2 gone, Pablo Escobar put a man in her life to keep her safe or to keep tabs on her. Like, kind of both. And then she ended up marrying him and having a 4th child.
Oh.
So her kids are like in their 20s, and now she's starting all over with a baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to try not to say anything right there.
Carolina is really upset that she's with a man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she starts doing the drugs with her. Like at this point, she hadn't been doing the drugs. And she's like, yeah, fuck it. Whatever. The way that she would take out her, like, to clear her debts was she would take out the people.
Oh, okay. So
instead of
don't pay
paying
him
them,
back, just kill him.
just kill him. Then you never have to owe him money.
Not the best method.
No. Nope.
I mean, I know the interest on loans is a bitch, but
Yeah. So this movie kind of jumps really fast. It was a Lifetime movie. I don't know if I said that.
mm-mm.
So, yeah.
Now I want to watch
Lifetime.
it really bad because I didn't know it was a Lifetime movie, and I love those so much.
Yeah. So it was good, but it wasn't like the greatest.
Yeah.
So it jumped a lot because, I mean, there's a lot to cover. At this point, her youngest is maybe 11, and he gets kidnapped while her oldest 3 are watching him.
Oh, that gave me chills. Like, the idea of that.
She's really upset because her older boys caused this. Come to find out, it was her husband that put the kidnapping on him because he had been approached by the DEA to turn her in because they had no real like, solid proof.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why. I don't know if she was just protected. Like, I don't know. It didn't make it clear of why they couldn't just go and arrest her.
Yeah.
There was something. They just didn't have hard enough evidence. So he's like, we can get him out. You don't want him growing up and living this way and being in the family. So
I thought you meant like he set up the kidnapping, like he arranged for him to be kidnapped, not like he, was getting him to safety. Oh.
yeah, he was trying to get him to safety.
Oh.
But nobody knew.
But he
Because
couldn't tell
was-
anybody. He couldn't
Right.
tell
He was
anybody.
there and he like cried and was like, we'll find him. We'll find him. And then he leaves. And then you see him in Cuba or Colombia with his son. And they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
They leave the soccer game. He pulls over. And he's like, we're going to play a game. And he has him cover his ears. And then you see him get out because people had like made him pull over. And then he dies. She put a head out.
Yeah. Wow.
So the same day that the kid was being returned to her, Carolina overdosed and died.
Oh. She just wanted her to love her.
So she got Michael back. That was his name, I believe.
Her son.
Yes. And the DEA was closing in on them. By the time they got there, they had like thrown a party, like a birthday party or something, or just like a welcome home party. And by the time the DEA got there, they had already left and moved to California.
Oh my gosh.
Like somehow, like they just never crossed paths. Her older boys went to LA and she went to Irvine with the youngest. The DEA arrested the boys and her bodyguard in LA. They went and arrested her on February 17th in 1985.
Wow. That wasn't that long ago.
No, it's not. She was sent to jail. She did time. And then she moved back to Colombia alone. No kids. No husband.
Did she ever have any contact with them again?
No, because they were killed.
Oh, shit. That would definitely detour that.
Yep. They were killed. And then her story ends with her being killed by her own invention at 69 years old. She was assassinated by a drive-by shooting on a motorcycle
Oh, shit.
in Colombia.
Somebody did it that way to be symbolic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So it was September 3rd, 2012 that she died.
That wasn't long ago at all.
Mm-mm.
No
Nope.
shit.
Nope. Her son was named... Oh, I can't find it. After the grandfather. The Godfather, sorry.
After The Godfather. The
Mhm.
movie?
The movie.
Really?
Yep.
What was his name?
I'm trying to find it.
This story would be so much better if we knew what the hell his name was.
What's their husbands?
Corleone?
Yeah. Michael Corleone.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guessed right. Yay.
Yep. That's what she named him. Michael Corleone Blanco, named after the character from The Godfather.
I want to watch the Godfather movies again. Oh,
Yes.
it's been a minute. Wow. And now she's got musicians putting her in their songs and
Yep. It was. I swear, every time I put stuff into like my notes, they disappear. So the picture that they have of her, like if you Google search her, she's not a pretty woman.
no. Did they like for the Netflix series, they altered Sophia's appearance to make her less attractive? Did they do that for Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Yes. Yeah, they definitely dressed her down for sure. So she was okay, the songs that she was featured in or featured either songs or film is Cocaine Cowboys, Cocaine Cowboys 2, Cocaine Cowboys 2 Hustlin' with the Godmother, Jackie O, a Florida rapper, La Madrina, I believe is how you say that. Little Kim, refer to her in Warning Freestyle. She was portrayed by Colombian actress Lucius Valquez in a 2012 series, Pablo Escobar, the Drug Lord. American rapper West Side Gun. Meek Mill, Believe It. The Black Widow, which was a Spanish telenovela. Griselda Blanco and Marlon James Booker Prize, which was a book. Korean Canadian rapper Paul Blanco created his stage name after her. Kanye West, famous. Nicki Minaj, Fetty Wap, Like a Star. Television film Cocaine Godmother from Lifetime. Nicki Minaj's 2019 remix, DaBaby's Suge.
That sounds right.
Nicki Minaj verse in Chance the Rapper's Slide Around.
Nicki mentions her a lot.
She does. And then Sophia
Vergara. That's whose name I keep forgetting. That's her name. Sophia Vergara. Yes, thank you. I'm so sorry.
And that one was just released in 2024.
Yes. And that one I have started. I'm a few episodes in. It's a very good show. She does a great job in this. This is a very complex role for her. She's doing great at it.
Yeah. Like nothing that I can find says that she was actually with Carolina.
Okay.
Like,
so we don't know if that is true at all. Yeah,
I think that was just liberties of what they kind of did to make the story a little more dramatic.
Okay.
But the DEA did arrest her on February 17th, 1985, and she spent 15 years in prison. While serving her sentence, she was charged with 3 additional counts of first-degree murder by the state of Florida. The prosecution made a deal with one of Blanco's most trusted hitmen, Jorge Alia, I believe that's how you pronounce it, who agreed to testify that Blanco had ordered him to carry out the killings. However, I forgot about that in the movie. The case collapsed because he was having phone sex with 2 female secretaries employed by the state attorney's office.
Oh my gosh, that is such a fantastic detail.
Yeah. So he not only helped her do all of this, but he like was like, "No, I got you, babe. I'll make sure they can't use any evidence."
He's like, I'm about to make shit weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's a creative use
really
of
cute.
time. What was that?
I said he was really cute in the movie.
Well,
Or yeah,
he had to have something going for him in real life.
Swagger. Yeah.
Gotta respect the game. I don't respect the game. I've bowed completely out of the fucking game.
So in 2004, in light of all her frail health, she was granted compassionate release from prison.
What year was that?
2004.
Okay.
So from 2004 until 2012, when she passed away, or when she was murdered, she was deported back to Colombia. So she spent those years in Colombia.
Okay. So
And
8 years.
she was old and did like everyday living stuff, went for long walks, but she was lonely because she had nobody.
Yeah.
So they made it a point in the movie.
Did she have to work when she went back to Colombia, or did she still have like money stashed somewhere?
She probably had money. But, like, they showed a thing that she like moved the picture aside and there was money in the wall.
Yeah.
So she had money. They made it a point that she came into the world alone. She went out of the world alone.
And she had all those people that came into her life, and she had all that family, but because of the decisions that she made.
Yep. Yep. So that was the movie.
Well, I definitely want to watch it.
It was pretty good.
I don't like Lifetime romance movies, but romance, the ones that are based off true crimes, I do like the ones that Lifetime does there.
Yeah. It was good. It wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just felt like it was kind of choppy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's choppy because if it's a Lifetime movie, there's commercial breaks.
Yeah.
So they have to make it.
And there's so much information and over such a long period of time, and they have to get to the next point, basically the next.
Right. And I mean, there's a lot, like, believed to be 200 murders. She was a drug lord, like part of the cartel, Pablo Escobar. Like,
yeah,
there's just so much that they could use.
Which I'm sure the series has to go much more in. Like I said, I'm not done with it, but it has to go so much more into detail about all of it and
it probably does.
You're allowed a little bit more time there.
Yeah.
So maybe in a future episode, we'll compare the two, like we did with the Candy Montgomery one. And
yeah.
Compare and contrast who got what right.
Yes. Yeah. I think
this was a good episode. This was really fascinating. I definitely want to learn more about.
Well, I had to do it because, like I said, we've done Cocaine Bear, talked about Cocaine Sharks. It just fit.
Yeah, anything cocaine. Oh goodness, I'm trying to decide what I want to do for my next one. I've had a couple of ideas that have come to me. One of them we talked about last time, about the girl that talked her boyfriend into unaliving himself. That was one, and there was another one that I was thinking of doing, and I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't quite as, what word do I want to use? Intense as that one, and I can't remember what it was. Otherwise, I would have our listeners vote on it.
So A or B, even though there we go. We're just going to call it mystery. You can choose option A or option B, the mystery one. I can't remember what you said. I feel like a dumbass.
Option A, the girl that talked her boyfriend into unaliving himself. Yeah. Or option B, the mystery episode that I can't remember right now.
I think it's late.
It is. It's late. It's been a long day.
Because you literally just said it, and it was like, I have no clue what you fucking said.
A or B? We don't fucking know.
No. Mystery 1, mystery 2.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, I did think this was funny. This is like the names that they called her: the Black Widow, the Godmother, and then the Lady of the Mafia, La Dama de la Mafia.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know if I said that right. My Spanish is horrible. I more speak German.
Did you just say I more speak German?
I said I speak more German.
Okay. The fact that I misheard you, I have to tell you this story of something that happened to me at my day job the other day. It shows like I'm a firm believer in when somebody's gone through hell and they've picked themselves up from it. Like you can attest to this. Like your I give a fuck meter is suddenly just like it takes so much more to rattle you. It really does.
Oh yeah.
And I'm punching in, and we have a sign up sheet right when we come in as far as what area you are in charge of checking over either in the morning or when you leave at night. And we call it, we have the sign up sheet there. And a coworker and I were swiping it at the same time. And she started writing her name down, and I said, "Can you sign me up for a section too?" So she said sure, and she swiped in. What she said to me was, "You're section 4." What I heard was, "You're such a whore." And my reaction to this, Sandra, I didn't break stride. I was not affected. I just looked back calmly and I was like, "Did you just say I'm such a whore?" And she about hit the floor. She was like, "No, I didn't, but you're really, really casual about that."
Oh, that's funny.
Completely unfazed by it. Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's great. I love it. You're in section 4.
You're such a whore. What? Is this how we're greeting each other now?
I'm going to start using that now when I'm saying somebody's a whore. You're in section 4.
You're in section 4.
Oh, there you go. See, there's good book material right there.
There you go. You're in section 4.
Excuse me?
You're such a whore. I said you're in section 4. I'm going to have to put that in a book. That's fantastic.
Yes, you do. Well,
oh goodness.
That's all I got for tonight.
All right. Well, this was a lot of fun. And I love that we're getting back into the routine of get recording again. Yes. And I know as soon as we hit stop, I'm going to remember what the other idea that I had was.
Absolutely.
That's why I was kind of like stalling, hoping it would come to me, but it's not going to.
Not tonight.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. And I guess it's time for us to say, until next time, bye.